The Middle East. Once again, it's at the center of world events, as a horrific attack by Hamas in southern Israel has triggered outrage throughout Israel.
For those who are living in limbo, waiting desperately to learn the fate of a loved one, especially to families of the hostages, you're not alone.
And around the world.
I found the attack on Israel horrifying, as is the prospect for more loss of innocent lives.
We have witnessed a humanitarian nightmare, and thus far the markets have responded with relative calm, waiting to see what comes next.
The big issue in a place like the Middle East today for investors is, does it expand? Will it move into a regional conflict, bringing in nation states like Iran, and then ultimately impacting things like the price of oil that would have an impact on the global economy?
But war always brings with it risks for the economy.
On the economic side, Israel with a reserve army cannot really withstand the long-term mobilization of its forces because much of the economy shuts down. Many stores were closed down. Those stores that are open are seeing their shelves cleared of goods as people stockpile.
When it comes to Israel, the effects may be particularly important in the tech sector.
About 18% of our GDP is driven by the high-tech industry. About half of our exports, there is a certain percentage of the workforce which has been enlisted into reserve duty. We estimate that number to be about 15% of the workforce in high-tech. You have to remember, if you're a startup company, that number can go up to 25% or more.
And given Israel's key role in the international tech ecosystem, those effects could reverberate far beyond the Middle East itself.
It's hard to find any significant venture players who aren't active in terms of backing Israeli companies. Israel has this huge delegation of companies traded in New York. Today, 100 unicorns are operational in Israel. We are already in a capital-constrained environment where companies are cutting their costs, letting people go, trying very, very hard to make sure that they can, get to break even or close, and then make sure they can continue to develop their businesses. Then this comes along, and this is not great in terms of a capital raising environment.